I think there's nothing left to do but crank it. We're on the Firebird today. So we don't have all the parts for the Firebird still. The fuel tank is still holding us up. We're gonna make it run today without the fuel tank. We're gonna try to button up all the little stuff we can, run some fuel to this thing, fire it up and break it in, see if we can hear it run, because it's killing me to not hear this thing run. We'll get after it, see if we can get all these things done. I got a bunch of wiring to tidy up. I still have some coolant lines to hook up back here and a dash to put together inside of it. And then there's the shifter and some brake lines and tranny cooler lines. There's a lot of little stuff, but we're gonna get enough knocked out that we can fire it up, hear this thing run. All right, so we got the power steering reservoir here. We are going to find a happy little place on the fender for this, get it mounted, and then we'll build a couple of return lines. And then I think technically we can put some oil in it and the power steering is handled at that point. We're knocking off big things. The little things are what's going to eat us up. We've about got all the big ones. The fuel tank, the trans cooler, that's a big one, but it's actually going to be fairly easy, I think. That bar's probably can't do that because that's a...
We need that real estate.
That real estate's spoken for up there. Probably like right there. Is that going to be, that's going to be below everything, I think. May have to go, I don't know. I got some stuff to figure out where this is actually going to fit. I can't take up too much space because the air cleaner still has to fit here. I'll move this around, see if I can find a spot for it. I want that on the other side. That's how my hands are working today. All right. So I'm figuring out my fuel pressure switch so we can read fuel pressure and know what we got going on the Holly dash. Just figuring out where everything's got to go here. Ooh, I don't know if I like it better on this side or not. Good night, my hands don't work today. I think it's gonna work out right here. We're about to find out. That's the spot, that's the ticket. Gonna tuck right in there nice and tight. Okay, there's that. I'm a little nervous. I've got a lot of money tied up in this little area right here. And the first fire up on a motor is pretty nerve-wracking. Now when I built this motor, it's a little more nerve-wracking, I guess. I think it's gonna be fine though. All right, we got this basically all tightened up now. I should be able to take the fuel plug it straight in there. We got ourselves fuel, sweet. Now all I got left, map sensor, which is gonna go in the air right down here when this comes out and in. This is my map sensor, which goes in the back. This here little doodad's got to get bolted on the back of the head. That's not gonna be fun. Let me show you why. Yep, that's why. See all that stuff? It's all gonna get hid down in there. But I gotta put a ground on each of the back of the heads. It's not gonna be fun, but it's gonna be doable. So I'll get that done and then we'll, hopefully by then, I'm gonna have something figured out for this. I kind of quit doing it. Are you stretching over there, Landon?
What?
I quit working on that because I didn't know exactly how I wanted it. So I'm focusing on some other things for a second, hoping that something will come to me with that. Tom's over here putting battery switches on. These are your friends. When you don't drive a car all the time, you can just get out of it, shut that off, and know that the battery is still gonna be good when you get back in it, because we're putting all this computer stuff in it that has a constant power to it. It's always drawing a little bit. You don't drive it for like 4 or 5 days, draws the battery down enough, car won't start, so good idea. All right, I've just been giving a little rundown on the stuff we have to do to make this start. Not to finish the car, but to be able to fire the car up. The motor's got break-in oil in it, and it's never good to let a motor set with break-in oil. Today we're gonna fire it up, run it for our 30 minutes, drain that oil, put some good oil in it, and fire it back up, circulate it through it. Break-in oil doesn't have any corrosion resistance, so it will rust if there's moisture in the air and stuff. Which in the desert, we don't have to worry too much about that, but like I say, I got a lot of time and money invested into this and I don't want to mess it up, so gonna run today. We're doing something we should have done before we put the motor in. We need a boost reference back here to run up to the fuel regulator, so I'm taking a little port out so we can get that. Almost dropped it. Kind of terrible to get to. It's not that size. And it's not that size. Well, I'll find a different size. There we go. Plug is out. I'll get a fitting and screw back in there and we can run boost reference. This is what I need, except I need a smaller barb on it. I'm gonna have to run down to the hardware store, see if I can find the right one. All right, so it turns out the hardware store didn't have what I needed, so I'm just putting the one I had in. We'll stretch the line over it. We'll make it fit.
I'll make it fit.
Because that's the options we got here today, because we want to hear this thing run. We may end up changing it later, but as of now, I think it's gonna be just fine. I got boost reference plugged in. Now it's time to fold my arms up and plug this in. It's got to go way down in there. What's that other one?
Oil pressure back there?
No, it goes into the, it's got to be temp. Might have to do some reading, see what that is.
I'm rapidly running out of things to plug in, so
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
I
thing.
think it's good. It's a good-ish problem to have. Would have been good to have this pigtail before we put the motor in. Plug it in. Okay, it's fished over into the general area. It's touching it. Coyote in the hole. It's not going in.
Not what I wanted to hear.
Oh,
I heard click.
it's in. It's in. Now I got to deal with the rest. I should be able to hook that together right there. That's a win.
You were headed the right direction.
Then I can put
sir.
coolant in that, circulate it, make sure everything's okay. We're getting there. There's a lot here. A lot of stuff in this, but we're currently winning. All right, I believe we've got the supercharger cooling system dealt with. We are gonna put orange coolant in it. So smart thing to do here, just a side note, never put the same color coolant in your engine coolant as you do in your supercharger coolant. Reason being, if you have a leak, it takes you 2 seconds to determine which system's leaking if you put different colors in it. Little tech tip there. So we'll get a battery, some jumpers, and we'll fire this pump up, circulate it through it. That doesn't seem like it's right. It's not pumping yet. All right, we gotta somehow get this system primed, and then we'll be in the chips. Currently, we are not in those chips, but we'll figure out how to get to them. All right, we're priming the system currently. Flush her back through it, see if we can get it in there. All right, I'll see if I can fish this where it needs fish. So I've hooked the hoses up wrong, if you can believe that. Down here on the pump, I'm trying, instead of drawing from my reservoir, I'm trying to draw from the supercharger, which once it's full it probably wouldn't matter, but it matters currently because all my fluid's in there. So I've got to switch 2 hoses, see if we can't make them happy. I don't know that we got enough. Yeah, we probably do. I probably got enough to make this work, but I'm gonna get some fluid all over, so we'll get a drain, we'll put it down, and we'll leak some stuff.
Hey, that didn't leak as much as I thought.
I'm not done. Remount that, something like that. Wipe up all the antifreeze. Pull the fenders full. We'll get a big head on this thing and it'll push it up through where we need it to. Hopefully, that's the plan at least.
It's doing something now.
Yeah, but there's no water. It should be circulating, it should draw this down. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Figure it out. We're good. She's circulating. Draws it down. Moving fluid.
Feel a little better now?
Yeah, I feel better. Now I still got to remount this stuff and do all those things. Okay, the one that's clipped off is the ground.
You're remounting the pump?
I'm gonna have to. Little update, Supercharger is got coolant in it. It is all plumbed. I think we're happy, it's good. Now on to engine coolant. I got to run the steam line over and put it in. And then I believe we go in the air and get tranny cooler. I still don't know what I'm doing with the power steering, so I'm waiting on it yet, but I'll get back to it. All right, we're starting the bottom mount. We're gonna have a double mount on this thing. We're gonna have a mount that mounts off the bottom down here. It's gonna come over, twist, do some cool stuff, I think, and mount. And then we're gonna build one that comes off the top, ties into the fender here. Lots of fun. All right, we gotta put a 180 twist in this here chunk. I think that's 180'd. We'll see. It's close. Good job, Cat. Good job, friend. Look at that. What he got? He brought it in to show it to us. Caught us a... Oh, now he's showing off. Big old mouse. It's actually gonna be not too terrible bad. That's so dang close to fitting. Gotta go fix this hole just barely. That's gonna be pretty close though. You know what I did right there?
Not really.
See how that fender's concaved?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make this concave with it so it fits down in that fender. Then I'm gonna drill a couple holes in it and rivet it, nutsert it, and then it'll hold it and I can build the top one. Let me find my hammer and then we'll go to the old vise. It was made for this stuff.
Ah.
See that rounded part right there?
Yeah.
We'll turn it to where we want. Let's go check the fender. Anything of that?
Good.
I gotta tap this back corner down a little.
More better?
More gooderish. We'll go punch a hole right there, and right there. All right, I think we're getting somewhere. We're building stuff here, like Bob the Builder, basically. It's too much bend on it currently. I think I'll drill the holes and then rotate it up. Okie dokes. I'd still feel my left arm is not as tough as my right arm. Probably ought to just start lifting some weights, maybe working out.
Oh, your spare time?
Yeah. There is no spare time. Something else has to give. Well, Land, the quality father time's done. I'm gonna work out.
Okay.
That was easy.
Wow, that hurt a little.
I did. That was kind of harsh. I was trying to be funny and that backfired on me, didn't it? Walla walla. Okay. It's not terrible, is it, Land?
No.
Now we just got to engineer this little top bracket right here over and little bolt-in job right there. I don't mind that. I can work with it. We'll go 5 inches wide by 6 long. Oh yeah, this is what winning's looking like. Okay, I'm gonna kink across here, bend it down, then I'll bend a tab on the end of it, drill a hole in it and bolt it. Drill some holes, bolt it, grind it up a little bit, we'll have it. What do you think?
Looks good.
Does that look like I almost knew what I was doing, Len?
Yeah.
Almost. Okay, now I should be able to spin that out of the way, put this on here, whiz bang boom. Oh. One down. We're one step closer to starting this thing. I'll go get some lines built real quick, get them crimped up. We full of power steering fluid. There we go. Finishing touch right here, tighten that down. Well, those didn't tighten down all the way. Onto hoses. All right, got this hose all built. We'll get it plugged down in here. See if we can make it fit. Look at that, I clocked them properly. There's one. Now I got to build the big one down in, and we should be able to fill it full of some fluid then. Power steering built. All right, we're to the lifeblood stage. Start pouring a little power steering fluid in this thing. Then we'll lift it up and turn the wheel and see if we can get it to go places it's supposed to go and not leak on the ground.
Thanks, Grandma.
Thanks, Grandma. I wouldn't have known that.
I think so.
Captain Obvious.
That's why you keep it.
It is, I think.
That's what you're doing wrong.
Power steering, done. Cooling system is almost done. The dash, the transcooler, the brake line, the fuel line, the cooling fan, done. Fluids, we still got to do transcooler. Didn't do O2 shifter, oil in the rear end, and trans oil. Well, we've crossed 2 things off the list.
And we worked on it for hours.
All day. Whew. It's gonna be hard pressed to fire up today, but we'll see what we can do. All right, it's time to drop the battery. Tom can get cables dealt with now. We're in the ballpark. This is getting full. Looked like we had tons of room when we first started. We're running low on it now. All right, I think we're pretty close to ready for some antifreeze. Let's get that thing put on there. Just like that. We'll see if we got any leaks. We'll know real quick how close we are. We'll mix this 50-50, so we'll do 1 concentrate, 1 water until we get her full. What do you think, 4 gallons? Big radiator.
Yeah, probably close.
It's not leaking underneath. That's a bonus.
I don't hear anything running
No.
out on the floor.
I can't either.
I don't see anything.
I would like a car that doesn't leak something.
Is the tow truck free of leaks now?
Pretty close, I think. I think we kind of got it handled.
I thought the FJ was good.
Well, actually, the FJ is good now. That we changed the oil pan and stuff. It doesn't leak anything.
Maybe we've turned a corner.
Well, maybe so. Maybe we're going a whole different direction than we used to. There's 3 gallons. Oh, I think we've met that spot. I think we're about ready to go in the air and start doing transcooler lines, O2 sensor. Make sure the transmission's in park. We don't have the shifter put on it yet, but we don't need that for today. What is that?
Chaos.
Terrible idea.
A wagon behind a 4-wheeler? Nothing bad's gonna happen there.
A narrow wagon. What in the world? I think Will's like, yeah, no, I'm done. I ain't riding behind that. Cooling system, done. Fluids, other than the trans,
Yeah, engine's good.
and rear end's not. But I have rear end oil. I'm gonna go ahead and just cross fluids off, because I have trans oil down here too.
Okay.
We're winning, slowly but surely. Thought I'd be a lot farther ahead at this point of the day. It's 3 o'clock, and we haven't lifted the car up yet. All right, there's one. I think it's actually gonna work out. There's one side. Now we got the bottom to do. We start running some cooler lines. It's a big deal. We're going up.
You get your hand up in there to get them slid up?
Oh yeah, they're in.
I'm impressed.
They're in. That, my friend, is trans-coolered. Yeah, buddy. That looks good. Thank you, Carl. You guys haven't seen Carl much today in the video because he's been slaving away on the Jeepster, trying to get stuff welded in it so we can give you another video of that thing here shortly.
So we don't have to.
Basically. Someone had to, and it might as well be Carl. That's what we're saying.
Short straw.
Hey, look at that. I had the other one in my other pocket. Thought I was prepared. Oh, we gotta drill that and tap-a-roo it right there. Let me go see what a 5/16 tap. I'm gonna drill a hole in the frame right here, and then I'm gonna tap it because we need a ground from the motor down to the frame from the alternator, so we'll get that done, tap it, one step closer. Fell right in the bucket. Oh, it's thick enough to tap easy. Yep, good to go.
I
I approve this message.
The bottom one I can get fairly easy. The top one, there ain't nothing easy about that one. It's just gonna not be fun. I mean, you can barely touch it, which I don't really know how we'll tighten it.
Like he had ratchet wrench, maybe?
I don't have any ratchet wrenches that are pipe. It's doing stuff.
As long as it's not doing bad stuff, we're good.
As long as it doesn't break off in the trans, I think we're all right.
Did you really win that?
I want trans cooler lines. Well, the fittings are started at least. Okay, those are in. It's only me in the shop again. Look at this. Trans cooler lines. The impossible has been done. Can't really see them up there, but they're in there. They're in. I bend them. Custom built my own. I think I'm gonna go on the top of this. It's gonna be really tight right here, but I think I'm gonna pull them and go on top and bend them. And they'll just have a little short piece of hose hooking them in. Should be pretty good at that point. And then I can put trans fluid in it. And we can get a dash put in it tomorrow morning, load a tune in it, temporary fuel cell as a 5-gallon bucket, and we can hear this thing run. I think it's gonna be, I'm excited for tomorrow. Alrighty, we're back at it. It's another day. We're close, we're gonna have her running today. I know we said we were gonna yesterday, but stuff took longer than expected. We're to the point where we can run some power wires and probably load the tune with the computer and hear this thing fire. We're getting close. Power steering's in, trans cooler lines are in and hooked up. There's some fluid in the trans. Yeah, we're to that point. So we gotta put a dash in it real quick, hook it up so we can see what's going on. Technically, I think if the battery cable was hooked up, it'd crank over right now.
As long as they got the wires right.
Yeah, I think it would turn over. So we're winning slowly but surely. We'll get this next part done, and then we gotta make a makeshift fuel tank. I forgot about that. I gotta go buy a new 5-gallon bucket, put the pump in it, run some temporary fuel lines over the fender, and then we'll have it.
I ain't cooking people. Open it.
You open
I
it.
don't
It's
have-
yours.
I don't have a knife.
Well, you'll never know what's in there.
Open that.
Don't get your hopes up for money, Grandma. It ain't
I was
in here.
hoping they'd send me money.
It ain't in here.
Dang it.
There you go.
It seemed to me that with all the foodstuffs that you move around, you might need a box for transportation.
It's not even edible. It's something so you can work harder, Grandma.
I ain't working harder.
Pack more
Hard
food.
enough. Oh, that's nice.
Pretty cool.
Grandma Lolly's goodies with love. Sometimes they're not made with love. I'll tell you that. Oh, that's nice. Thank
There you
you.
go.
That was nice of you.
You got yourself one hand dandy box now. All right, guys. If you're interested in any of the old Pontiac parts, the motor, the trans, the fuel tank, the fan shroud, the headers, all that stuff, hit me up. It's for sale. I need rid of it. I need it out of my way. I don't want to store it. I'm never going back with it. Never selling the car, so it's might as well stay the way I want it. Any of you purists out there that want these parts, they're good parts. The motor needs to be rebuilt. It runs fine. It just smokes and use oil. Hit me up. Let me know. Send us an email. Call the tow truck line. Whatever you want to do. Let us know if you need these parts so I can get them out of here and don't have to throw them away. So, all right, we're figuring some wiring out here. This is a little worse than I anticipated on the wiring. We've dug into it and found some not so good stuff. They've got house wire, like a Romex kind of wire in here, which it will pack voltage and do the things. It's just not twisted as tight, so it doesn't like the hot and the cold. It's not oil resistant. We might as well take it out now. This is my solenoid wire. So we'll cut this off, run it back across and drop it down to the solenoid. and we should be in good shape at that point, I think. It's going to take us a minute to sort this out. We'll get it sorted, plugged together, throwing a tune in this thing. We're going to use the tune off of the tow truck, pretty much the same setup, so we know it'll fire up and run with that. We got to change a couple minor things in there, like transmission and reluctor wheel. This one's 24, tow truck's 58. Then I think we can fire it. So we'll get back to you when we get the boring wiring thing tied together, and then we'll go for it. We're getting narrowed down here. This isn't final wiring, don't judge us. This is to get it running wiring. We've got a key switch power going in right now to the computers. We got to run out and check on some stuff on the tow truck to see which output wire we used for the fan, so that when we load the tune we don't have to change anything, it'll just work off the same one. Then it's just a whole bunch of laptop work. We got a fuel tank. Let me show you my fuel tank. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. That's my fuel tank for today, right there. It's a fuel bucket, I guess. You're right, Land. So we're just going to set it right here, run some hoses straight up, little couple wires to the fuel pump. I mean, what could go wrong, right? Nothing. It's going to be fine. Rear end's full of oil. Trans has some in it. We'll have to put some more in it. Radiator's full of coolant. I think next time you see this thing, we're going to be plugged into it, getting ready to start it.
Yeah, you have to pull the steering column down and then rotate it around, all without pinching or breaking or cracking.
Looks like you got
And
it.
as soon as they go, it's like, everybody's happy. We got dash things. As long as nobody looks at the wires.
Fuel pump's in a bucket. We run a power and a ground over there. Technically, I think it will, then we put a tune in it. We fire it up, run it for a second, turn the steering back and forth, shut it off, check power steering, check for leaks, make sure nothing's crazy, then we fire it up and break it in. Cross our fingers, everything's happy, it sounds good, we love it. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I halfway think we loaded the tune from the tow truck into this thing. We had to change the reluctor wheel from 58 to 24. I think we should probably go look at that, huh?
Yeah.
Wiring is, I mean, we'll just put one of those through it. The dash, didn't do brakes.
No, fuel line.
We did fuel line. Shifter, we didn't do that. We did throttle cable. That seems to be enough. Let's put some fuel in this bucket and see if the fuel pump kicks. That's going to tell us a whole bunch, and then we'll chase all that stuff down, whatever leaks. All right, if we have a big fire, I mean, we're probably just going to need to run. We're not putting that out. That's an O2 one. That, just spray it if you run. Probably. Okay, it should, watch that fuel pump over there, Land. Watch the fuel gauge. Watch for leaks, basically. I'll turn the key on, we'll see if stuff happens.
I got pumped some.
There's no pressure yet.
I hear air coming out of fuel lines, so.
Yep.
Spraying out an injector over here.
Okay, yep. We got problems. Oh, we got lots of fuel. Mm-hmm. Must have cut a O-ring when I put that on or something. I don't know if you guys can see this. Right there. That's a problem.
Well, at least it wasn't too tragic.
It's the minor suckage. It still sucks.
It does.
Should be as easy as putting that on, throwing that in the trash so I don't put it back on. Put a little bit of fuel around it to seal this thing.
While that fuel rail's off, you probably want to soak all that fuel up.
Fun hater. I'm hoping it's done leaking that fuel.
That's what I was saying. Might as well clean it up while it's
Len's got
off.
high hopes right now.
I got some high hopes. Should be able to ease that back down in there. Drop that in. And it just sets on like so. Okay. That's back. Oh, now we can flop all the wiring back over. Plug the coil packs back in. See any big vacuum leaks that we've missed anywhere or anything crazy?
I
Gone
don't.
over it a few times.
Okay. All right. I think go hit the key one more time. Let's see if it leaks. Yeah, turned on. Sounds better. That looks better. About
It's got a leak right here on this. That thing.
okay. I think we've narrowed all the fuel leaks down. We're gaining. Okay, turned on. There we go. That'll work. I think there's nothing left to do but crank it. See what happens. Obviously, we don't have something, right? Let's see. Ignition parameters. We need to save that though. How do we save that? Okay, should be happy now. We'll shut the key off, back on. Car should fire. Okay, car still doesn't fire. All right, I think we figured it out. We just hooked into something we thought had 12 volts, but it loses 12 volts. Doesn't have it when it's cranking. We're just gonna run power over, put an alligator clip on it, and fire it up. Let me see what happens here.
You've got the hotness.
Okay. Hey, it's firing now.
Got some pops and snorts.
Coils are plugged in on the wrong sides. Ignition odd. Okay.
Mine's ignition even.
What is going on? I think I figured it out. So these coil pack wiring is terrible. And 4 of them were plugged into the wrong spots. I'm gonna have to redo this. Look at that. To get them plugged in right, you have to, they jump around, they twist, but they're definitely labeled and they were wrong, so maybe, just maybe. We got 2 red lights again. Yep, it ain't happy with something. We definitely had wiring wrong. That's sorted. Those are all right. What else can be wrong? It's gotta be a 24 tooth. It's old school.
No way this rotating assembly.
They usually don't put 58 tooth. I don't think. We've been slaving away here trying to figure this out, and I think we've got it. The motor we have, I thought, was a 24 tooth. It's not, it's a 58. We went and stole the sensor. The differences, where's the sensor, Land?
Right in my mouth.
Perfect. Is the color. This one's for 58, this one's for 24. We'll put this in, it'll fire up. All right, we're running down to the cars. I'm hoping Michelle's Suburban happens to have the wiring harness we need for this. Then we'll come back, switch the pins and put it in here. Possibly it'll run. We got to Michelle's Suburban and it's like I kind of remembered it was. We sawed the engine harness off. I don't know where we put it. I don't know what happened with it. I'm gonna have to do some thinking here, but it's not there. We stole the sensor from another motor, put it in. We got to do some computer work now. Just might run. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. Doesn't do jack shizzle.
Does less than it did before.
Red lights on?
Yeah.
We got 1 red light on now.
Send to ECU. We'll do that. Dan, hook me. Yeah, it's not happy still.
Oh, is it, man?
Yeah, we're closer, but we're still a mile away. Somehow, I gotta figure out it's not seeing stuff it needs to see. Ignition parameters, sensitivity, frequency. Okay, you can plug her back on. It'll start now, but. It ain't right.
No, it's
Oh yeah. No,
pukey
it's
crap.
terrible.
Hey, at least it's better than being lean.
It ain't worth running until we figure out how to make it run right. We know we have the wrong cam sensor for the 58 tooth. I thought this thing was 24 tooth. It's my own fault for not figuring that out. Somewhere there's someone that knows how to make this run right. We'll get hold of that guy and make it run. So, all right, I got on the interwebs and found some more stuff. We're gonna give it a whirl. All right, you're live. gauge is working, or giving it more fuel when it sees boost.
Right.
We only have one fuel pump wired, and it's in a 5-gallon bucket over there. We didn't have a fuel tank. We're waiting for it, so
Right. So it sees, does it see boost all the time on that gauge, or is there a vacuum?
there's a
Source.
reference.
Is it boosted though? Is it positive or is it vacuum?
No, it's positive.
So when it sees actual PSI.
It sees boost. Comes out. There, we're starting to get hot air. All right, guys, that's another close of a day, basically. Done all I can get done on this. It was a thrash trying to get it running. Tom and I were scratching our heads for a while, but we got it to run. Yeah, we called enough tech support and looked up enough stuff on the internet. We made it run. We're still a ways from done. We got to tidy everything up, fix a little coolant leak under the dash. But next time you guys see this thing, hopefully we're putting a fuel tank in it and driving it. So thanks for watching.